All right, guys, let me know. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Let me know if I'm even live right now. I wonder. Okay, so it's good. It's good. Okay, Kevin, you're good. Yeah, everyone who got to the chat, let me know. I had to reboot my OBS, so I'm not gonna have those chats that came in earlier. So if you guys can help me out, get in the chat. Get in the chat. There, I was just gonna say, man. Thank you guys for being here. There's so much to talk about. There's La Liga. Football doesn't stop, right? The Champions League. I'm still feeling those emotions from the Champions League at St. James Park, and now we have to go and make a. I have to make a stream about tomorrow's game already, which is crazy. Not even 48 hours, and here we have another game at the Johan Cruyff Stadium off that huge emotional win at St. James Park. To me, that was crazy. But now I want to talk about Real Madrid because it does concern Barcelona, but once again, Real Madrid takes care of business. I think now they have five straight victories, 15 points out of 15 possible points or something like that, which is really impressive. Which, let's talk about that game a little bit. I'm going to talk about Hansi Flick's press conference a little bit too, and then I'm going to get to the preview for Getafe against Barcelona or Barcelona against Getafe. But I do want you guys to get in the chat. I do want you guys to please, please. I got 3 likes right now. There's 15 people here. Guys, as you watch this, please go ahead and like the video. That way we can get to more people. Also, subscribe to the channel. And I just want to say, man, thank everyone who's subscribing to this channel. I got 3,600 subscribers, which is crazy, man. It's just crazy. It might not feel a lot for some people, but this is a lot for me, and I do appreciate everyone's time, and I appreciate everyone for being here. But like I said, why is nobody talking about the Ballon d'Or conversation? Nobody's talking about it. Last year, I remember around this time, we had a Clásico before the Ballon d'Or, and it's just crazy that we had all these conversations even in the midst of a Clásico. We had these huge Ballon d'Or conversations, and this year it just seems to me that I don't know if some people are just kind of tired of it, or Real Madrid boycotting it. I don't know what it is. It just kind of feels a little bit more irrelevant in terms of what last season was and in terms of what this season was. Did you see who Getafe got registered today? No, I was going to look that up. Honestly, guys, this is going to be an unfiltered, unprepared preview. I'm gonna look at the strengths and weaknesses. So typically what I do, right, is I prepare for the previews. I look at the strengths, I look at the weaknesses, I look at the team, what they've done before up to this point, the place where their place on the table. Now I will tell you guys, I'm dead honest. I have not looked at any of it. So I hope that you guys can embark with me into this endeavor, and we can all look at this together. I don't know where Getafe is right now. I don't know what their last 4 games. I know they haven't been playing as good as last year, but we are going to look at all this together. But one of the things that I do want to mention is that Barcelona has a short turnaround, because don't make any mistake about it. Real Madrid, I think they will be complaining right now. If Real Madrid had to play on Thursday and then had to turn around and play on Sunday, mark my words, and it will happen. Real Madrid, at some point, sooner rather than later, they will have a match 48 hours. Actually, 48 hours apart from each other. And mark my words, they will complain, because that's what they like to do. That's exactly what they like to do. They like to complain. And Barcelona has to go a quick turnaround of a super physical game. That was an incredible physical game at St. James Park. And don't make any mistake about it. Barcelona will be tired for this game against Getafe. But I am going to get into it. But guys, we have a gala on Monday, dude. Who do you guys think is going to win the Ballon d'Or? Let me know. I actually think it's going to be hard for Lamine Yamal to win the Ballon d'Or, but I think he has a shot. I think he does have a shot to win it. It's just my take. It's just my honest opinion. I think he does have a shot, but most likely it will be Dembele. But yeah, so let's look at the table, guys, because Real Madrid, as I was saying, oh my goodness, man, for better or for worse, they have been They have been at least they've been getting. I mean, I don't know if I should say they're being really good, but they had been taking care of business. And look, they have 5 matches, right? 15 points plus 8 goal differential. They've only allowed 2 own goals against. 2 goals against, and next up will be Getafe. Now they got 5 Ws. That means that looks really. I like when Barcelona gets on a roll, man. I call it out. And it looks beautiful, by the way, when you have all those green numbers up top. When you say W W W W W, I am not gonna lie. I mean that looks really really sexy. Now Barcelona has a chance to go 4-1 draw in the last 5 matches, which is still really good. Next up will be Getafe, of course. But look, Barcelona has a plus 10 goal differential. That means we're the best offense in the league. And we haven't even played our 5th game yet. We have 1 less game than Real Madrid, and Real Madrid has a plus 8 goal differential. They have allowed 2 goals. Barcelona has allowed 3 goals, and 2 of those was against Levante. So, low key, if you take that away, Barcelona has only allowed 1 goal. So, I know we can't just be taking it away, but I'm just saying, Barcelona is picking up right now. We're just picking up steam. But I'll give you guys my quick thoughts on the Real Madrid game as soon as I just read to the chat. And thank you guys for letting me know that my mic was not working properly. Dude, OBS kind of sucks sometimes. What's up, Kevin? You're good, man. Thank you so much. Better now. Junior, you're good. Getafe play Harambo. Yeah, dude, Getafe is going to park the bus. You better be sure that Getafe will park the bus, dude. I'm not even gonna argue that. We already know, dude. And you know what? When they play against Real Madrid, they just bend over backwards. But when it's Barcelona, dude, they play their best game. They play their best game, and their assignments are insane. Did you see who Getafe registered today? No, I did not. So if you guys can let me know in the chat, just in case I don't see it when I look at all the news and stuff like that. If you guys can tell me who that is, that would be great. Will Glazing Jude like his son the level of our mid Pedri? Will Glazing Jude. Okay, so Will is Glazing Jude like he's on the level of mid Pedri. Yeah, well, that's the thing though. The one thing, Zidane Jr. The one thing I don't like about Real Madrid fans and when I get in this chat, right, I go and say I glaze Pedri, right? I talk good about Pedri, and then they're like, well, you know what? Pedri does anything that Pedri does, and you guys are glazing him. And I'm like, okay, that's your opinion, but then you glaze him for 1 play as well, and then you think that's okay, but then you criticize when we glaze Pedri. So that's the double standard, man. Like I mean, Jude Bellingham, it is impressive. He came back in this game. He came back very very early from his shoulder injury, by the way. And let's see how he looks. I think he did okay for the couple of minutes that he played. I will be talking about this game a little bit, just for a couple of minutes, as soon as I address the chat. What's up, Joe? Joe, brother, it seems the media in a bit quiet about it, eh? You think it's because they think Lamine Yamal actually win it? Madrid boycotting because their players ain't nominated. It's very unprofessional. I agree with this. And you know what? I think Real Madrid is hurting Mbappe in the long run, because if you're boycotting, right? You're boycotting. If you're boycotting the Ballon d'Or, that's gonna take into account the next year. And Mbappe looks in great form. He looks like he's going to compete for this Ballon d'Or in the next year. So if you're not showing up and if you're boycotting, you're gonna look so ridiculous when you show up the next year when Mbappe wins it, because that makes you look weak. That makes you look like a spoiled brat, and that makes you look like a crybaby that only shows up when you win. You got in sports, you can't do that. In sports, it's like, I'm only gonna shake your hand if I beat you. I'm only gonna shake your hand if I got the better of you. But if you get the better of me, I'm not gonna say hi. I'm not gonna pay my respects. I'm not going to acknowledge you. And to me, that is a big no-no when it comes to Real Madrid. And shout out to my member, man. I got 4 members. By the way, you can now become a member of this community. I would appreciate anyone who wants to become members. By the way, if you have it in your heart to support this channel, we want to go places. I'm trying to grow the best Barcelona content, and I'm trying to grow the best community. And I got 3,600 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 4,000 before the end of the month. That would be the best birthday gift that you could ever give me. So I would appreciate if you smash the subscribe button and you let me grow to 4,000 subscribers. That would mean the world to me. Getafe is trash, bro. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. As soon as I address the chat, we'll talk about it and see if they are trash or what. Barça volume, we need to be in our game. I'm sick of this Real Madrid. Either Levante or Atletico Madrid will win over. I'm fed up. They will lose soon. Yeah, it is frustrating. And actually, you know what? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say my thoughts, and I'll bring this chat back because I want to talk when I start talking about the Real Madrid game. I just want to say hi to everyone. Samir, bro, they didn't face with strong opponent. All their hard games in La Liga and UCL are ahead. Yeah, I agree. They have the next two games coming up. I don't think Levante it's an easy game. They have an incredible Toure, right? That guy from Villarreal that joined them. He's playing incredible. And Levante it's gonna be tough. Levante will be tough. And also they have Atletico Madrid after that, so that will say a lot. Hello, brother. Hard game tomorrow, but we will win again. The Haram team. yeah. I know, dude. It's Getafe, right? Oh my goodness. They have given us so many problems over the years. I see what everyone's worried about. What's up, brother? How's it going, man? Thank you guys for tuning in. Volume, are you Spanish? I am not Spanish. I'm Salvadorian. As a matter of fact, look, I am from El Salvador. Unfortunately, we never make the World Cup, so a lot of people don't know about us. But yeah, let's see what are you guys saying before we talk about Real Madrid. If Real Madrid go undefeated by the first El Clásico, how would you feel about the match? Yeah, that's a good question. You know, right now I feel like I'm not worried about Real Madrid yet. I'm really worried about Mbappe. I'm really worried that Real Madrid hasn't clicked in all cylinders, and they've been stacking up all these wins, and it really has felt effortless, to be honest. It has felt like Real Madrid has been picking up 3 points every single game, and when it's not Mbappe, it's Militao. When it's not Militao, it's going to be Arda Güler. And if it's not Arda Güler, it's going to be Valverde. And it's just ridiculous how Real Madrid just keeps finding ways to win. It's one of the biggest attributes that Real Madrid has is they always find ways to win. For example, I don't think they are playing good football. I don't think they have everything they need. I think they still lacking creativity. Their chances are just basically Mbappe. I know Vinicius hit the post and stuff like that. But overall, when they face tough competition, look at what happened against Marseille. Marseille was a good team, probably the toughest team they played up to this point. And they really struggled. They started that game losing that game 1-0. What would have happened if this was more of an experienced team? Look, they got back because the defender makes a terrible mistake for Marseille. And Marseille actually, they kept making mistakes in the backfield left and right in that game in the Champions League. So that's not a team that's ready to go bang, bang, bang against Real Madrid. What's gonna happen when you face Atletico Madrid? What's gonna happen when you face Liverpool? What's gonna happen when you face Barcelona in the Clásico? That's why I'm still not worried about overall, because I think Real Madrid is still lacking that creative midfielder. But what I will say is, though, I think Real Madrid, if they go past Atletico, they have a good chance. They probably will be undefeated when they face Barcelona, and that is going to be clash of clash. That's going to be, dude, that's going to be an insane match. I'm not going to say Barcelona will just do the typical run away through Real Madrid like they did last season. Real Madrid's defense this year is much better than last year. Much, much better than last year. They had another clean sheet. They've only allowed 2 goals. I think it's only 1 goal open play. The other one was of a set piece. So Real Madrid has a lot of good ingredients. What I think Real Madrid has the most, what I would hang my hat on on Real Madrid right now is that I feel like they have two things right: the defense and Mbappe. I think when you have a prolific striker like that and you have a great defense, I think you can do a lot of damage in this league. And I think Real Madrid, and I said this already in my predictions for La Liga, you can go look them up. I said for Barcelona to win La Liga back to back is going to take more than 95 points. I think Real Madrid is not going to lose a lot of points, so Barcelona better get ready to get at least 90 to 95 points in La Liga this year. It's not going to be one of those La Ligas where 78, 79, 80 points are going to win it. No. This season is going to take 95. It's going to go. So, might as well. So, hey, Barca Reacts, what is going on, buddy? Hey, I am going to send you guys, once this show is done, I'm going to send you to Barca Reacts. He's going to have a show as well after my show, so I'm just going to redirect you a little bit later. And what's going on, buddy? Go subscribe to his channel and smash the likes, dude. Smash. You guys have no idea how much this helps us, how much it does really go a long way when you guys do that. And let me see. So this is what I want. Let me just talk about the game, okay? Okay, so I'm just gonna go really quick about Real Madrid, and then we'll move into the preview for Barcelona. Okay, so I'll just give you my quick thoughts. Okay, I didn't have a chance to make a video reaction, so here it is. Look, I think Real Madrid just knows how to get the job done, and with Xavi Alonso, I still don't think that they're playing the way that Xavi Alonso wants them to play. I still don't think that Real Madrid is all the way there. But the fact that they're picking up all these wins while they're figuring it out, they haven't peaked yet. So that is my only concern. But I guess if Real Madrid doesn't get any more players, right? Let's say that they don't go after a really great creative midfielder. I think when it comes to the nitty-gritty, the meat and potatoes, when it's time to turn it up a notch, when it's time to go beat Arsenal, when it's time to go beat Liverpool, when it's time to go beat Barcelona in Copa del Rey final, when it's time to beat Barcelona in La Liga, when you have a 3-point lead or you have a 2-point lead, I think that's when we're really going to struggle, because you're relying on Mbappe every single game. You're relying on those bangers every single game. Sooner rather than later, it's going to be a problem. And you guys can think that I'm crazy. You guys can think that I'm biased or whatever. But just let time speak for themselves. And I just don't think that Real Madrid is fully ready for this year. For as far as for Champions League, as far as for like dominating, this is not going to be a domination. You guys, Real Madrid and Xavi Alonso may win La Liga. They very well may win La Liga. But they are not going to do what Barcelona did last season, which is basically sweep. We basically swept Real Madrid. It's not just basically. It's just we literally swept them, dude. And like I said, every time you guys played up against a good team, Real Madrid has struggled. And that's my only thing. Look, give them credit. Real Madrid have been playing extremely well. One of my surprises, though, is that Real Madrid finding ways to win is very important, because look, Mbappe wasn't clicking. He missed a sitter in the first half, and it just didn't seem like those clear chances were coming. Anything was clear, concrete, right? And all of a sudden, what happens? Banger from Militao. So when these things happen, and I'm very impressed by Militao, by the way. I think last season he came in when he got re-injured. I think he looked scared. And you know what? Scare doesn't get you anywhere. What happened? He got the torn ACL on the other leg. Now, off 2 ACL injuries, dude, hell, man, this guy looks like he got 2 new legs. And he's playing incredible. I actually think the other day he didn't play it as good. But today, look, he turned it up. Was playing great on defense, Militao. And then all of a sudden, he just... Dude, how does he find that banger? Dude, and honestly, Joan Garcia stopping that, by the way. So if that was against Barca, dude, don't get me started, dude. Joan Garcia stopping that shot, because the goalkeeper had his hands on it, and it just like it went in. And like, dude, Joan Garcia stopping that 10 times out of 10 times. I can guarantee you that's no doubt in my mind. But honestly, what I thought is like, okay, look, and then what happens, right? Mbappe gets another banger. So when it's all said and done, and this is the last thing I'll say about this game, okay? When it's all said and done, Real Madrid is winning the same way they were winning again with Ancelotti. And this is why I was like criticizing how all the blame was on Ancelotti when dude, you guys realize that you guys are still playing Ancelotti ball sometimes because look, until you have that creative midfielder, it's still Ancelotti ball because even though you have the makings of the high pressing possession of the ball, Ancelotti was more comfortable off the ball in transition, kind of like sitting back and hitting in transition. So this team, look, today, how did they win? The other day they won 2 pens, okay? That's individual plays. Individual play where you cut inside and you get hit on your leg, that's an individual play. The other one, it's another one where Vinicius Jr. is trying to dribble, cuts inside, the player slides, and it's a handball. So 2 individual plays, not a cohesive ball per se. What happened today? The 2 goals were just bangers, bro. And that's just individuality. I want to see Real Madrid play as a team. I want to see Real Madrid get those link-up plays, 2, 3, 4 touches, score the goal. That's what I think it's more sustainable. And what Real Madrid, when those bangers don't come around, then that's why they will struggle. And that's just my take on like today, for example. They have great defense. They're relying on great defense. They suffocate teams on the pressing. But at the end of the day, there's no creativity. There's no link-up play. And the 2 goals came from individual plays. So until they show me more, I am still going to say that that's not sustainable. But I'm just a Barcelona fan. So, but I want to see what you guys are saying. If you guys agree, if you guys disagree, I understand. Madrid is struggling versus a big team. This is my point, in my opinion. Like every time they played a tough competition, this is why I said Barcelona has a big game against Newcastle, because that's the ability to go to a hostile environment like that. The atmosphere was insane. These guys were celebrating corner kicks. These guys were celebrating tackles. That was crazy, yo. I've never seen anything like it. That was a crazy environment. Barcelona went there, dude, without being 100%, and we won that game. We had it locked up at 2-0. They got another goal at 2-1, but that was an impressive win. I would have, in terms of Real Madrid, right? If I would give them more flowers if they would have impressed me the way Barcelona impressed everyone against Marseille. Even if it was just against Marseille, dude. Even if it was just against them, that would have been just fine. But no, that's what I mean. They didn't do that. So that's just kind of what my opinion is on that matter. But yeah, man. I just want to see what everyone's saying though. It's if it's not Mbappe, it's Arda. If it's not Arda, it's Valverde. If it's not Valverde, then it's damn referee jackasses. Oh my God, it's just kind of how it feels from being a Barcelona fan for over the years. I'm sorry, but just how we feel, man. I feel you, Joe. I feel you. I think Madrid got better, but our team is still confident. Yeah, no, I'm still not worried overall, Jonas. I'm still definitely not worried. The way I see it is, Barcelona has the makings of more sustainable football, and I think that's the difference. That's the difference. Yeah, LOL. Just think about it. That's funny. It changes nothing, to be honest. They get lucky near every match. They can't score from open play to save their lives. I think what you mean is like they can't score from link-up play, because the Mbappe goal was open play. The Militao goal was open play, to be honest. So I think you must be talking about like link-up play. That may make sense. Honestly, I think we still run through them. No open play goal against Marseille, and our attack will get goals unlike Marseille. Yeah, I definitely think, dude, Avema Young had a shot where I thought, dude, that was your opportunity to score. That would have been a 2-0 right there. That would have been crazy though. 2-0. That would have been crazy. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Omar, Exactly, bro. They couldn't do anything. So yeah, Barcelona is winning. I'm gonna get to Barcelona and Getafe in just a second, guys. As soon as I address you guys, Barcelona, Barca volume. You Atletico. Yeah, Atletico Madrid will win and Levante also. As long as Levante gives me a tough game, I will feel good up against Madrid going up against Atletico. If Levante can at least make it difficult and hopefully get a draw or something like that, that's kind of what I'm looking for. The football can improve, that's for sure. Yeah, okay, that's fair. For real, Mbappe keeps scoring, but I'm not really impressed offensively by them. Yeah, they're not impressive. The Real Madrid is just always going to be a resilient team. They are always going to find ways to win. And at the end of the day, that's as frustrating as that is. Having a great goalkeeper, a great defense, and a striker like Mbappe on that kind of form, then that's scary. Because Real Madrid had a slow start last season because Mbappe wasn't playing as good as he normally would. But yeah, let's see what you guys are saying. Barca reacts if they attack, they're doing nothing. Yeah. When you collaborating with Barca Boy again. Okay, so Barca Boy, I will talk to him and collaborate with him again. The more you guys bring this stuff up, the more it motivates me to reach out and try to bring more guests to the show. I'll try to have another, maybe on my next preview for the next game, I'll try to have Barca Boy and see if he's available to swing by and talk about a preview with you guys and everything. Biscal Barca. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Omar, the finishing is a massive issue. Individual mistakes, and we'll have massive issues that will kill us in a big games. This is Spaniol. We can't be doing that madness against big teams. That Militao goal is better than a Rashford, by the way. I disagree. You know why? Because I feel like the Rashford goal was unstoppable. Okay? No goalkeeper is going to stop that. Even if it was Courtois, even if it was Joan Garcia, even if it was any other keeper, even Donnarumma, nobody's stopping that, bro. But the Militao goal, as I said, Joan Garcia is stopping that because the goalkeeper had his hands on the ball. But it was a strike. Don't get me wrong. It was a strike. But a better goalkeeper is stopping that, dude, every single time. I'm not going to lie to you. But it was a golazo, though. I'm not taking any credit from him. I'm not taking any credit at all. But I'm just letting you know just kind of how I feel about your opinion there. Let's see. Teams always bend over for Real Madrid. To be fair, Liam, to be fair, Real Madrid fans do say the same thing when we're annihilating Valencia and they'll just say the same thing. You know what I mean? So let's see. Before I get to my preview, we'll talk about the lineups. We're going to talk about my predictions. We're going to talk about some strengths and weaknesses. So there's a lot more to come. So, guys, make sure you stick around and make sure you hit the like button. That helps me out big time. Get in the chat as well. I'll try to get to as many as possible. And yeah, man, let's see. From previous game, we missed a big point that we were missing two important players. Yet we didn't compensate for it, and we did really well compared to last season. Yeah, no, I already talked about this. I said we're not even 100%, bro. We're not even 100%. One was under pressure and at an angle. The other was the goalkeeper getting beat near the post from distance twice. Madrid hasn't faced any big teams yet, and we know they get cooked. Yeah, exactly. Mbappe will score regardless. Barca conceding because of attacking play. Madrid will drop points against Barca and Athletic. That alone, it's a minimum of 9 points. It's a 9-point loss. I mean, I hope so, but I'm not sure about that altogether. Crazy, yo. What's up, Billy Mac? How's it going, brother? That's enough. Let's see. Barca reacts. We just have to focus on ourselves and keep winning. Exactly. La Liga, it's more about just focusing on yourself, not just so much focusing on what the other teams are doing. Guys, can you guys give me? Don't go anywhere. I think my camera just shut off because the battery drain or whatever, I'm gonna switch to a new battery. Don't go anywhere. I'm still right here. Don't worry. Just give me 1 minute. Sorry guys, I had to switch the battery. I've been using this thing. I've been uploading so much content lately. Yeah, so we just have to focus on ourselves. That's the thing about La Liga. It's not just what you do against Real Madrid. It's just you have to play everybody. That's the thing. Barca volume. Look at how they gonna say we are back after they cook easy team. Yeah, I know. It's just the overreaction, right? It's just what I will say. Let's see. Barca volume, what do you think about midfield Bernal, Frankie, Pedri? I think Bernal is a hybrid of Frankie and Casado. Best qualities of both players. I hope he opens his potential and reach high level. So my take on this is very simple. And guys, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. My take on this is very simple. I think if Bernal really is what we want him to be and what we need him to be, um, what would have to happen is we're gonna have to do a little bit of what De La Fuente does with Spain when he has a big problem, right? With Subamendi, when he has the lights of Pedri, when he has the lights of all these great players, is that he's putting Pedri more as a number 10. And I do see with Pedri being so good, if Bernal is playing at his top potential, and that's an if, because I have to see it, right? If he's playing his best potential, his better football, then the best midfield we can have is Bernal, Frankie playing at the 8, and Pedri playing at the 10. Because these three players are just incredible. We cannot afford to have them on the bench. So we have to figure out what we can do to have all three players on the pitch. And I think the only way to make it work is to have Pedri at the 10, have Frankie at the 8, and then have Bernal at the 6. That's what I would think. But all three of them have to be at their absolute best for us to make that work as well. That's what I would think. How you doing? How you doing, legend? Hey, thank you so much for the kind words, man. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. But guys, man, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I get to the preview? Because the chats just keep coming, bro. The chats just keep coming. Once I get my channel up, we gotta collab, brother. No question, man. I've always said this. I appreciate people that helped me out when I was starting out. If you guys start your channels, I'll bring you on to Kool-Aid's Only podcast, man. I'm always really willing to bring on collaborations. Guys, this is all we help each other out. So reach out to me. You can go to Varsa Volume on X, and you can reach out to me directly there. I will be, as soon as I hit 4,000 subscribers, I would launch an IG account where you guys can go follow me there and talk to me over there too. You can talk to me right now on X. And also you can go to my channel subscription, and I have my email on my channel subscription. I'm sorry, not subscription. On my channel description, you can go there, and there's my email is there. If you guys want to reach out to me for collaborations and things like that, I'll bring you guys on. Of course, man. You guys are what makes this show great, anyways. What good would it do if I'm just talking to myself? I mean, got 54 people here. I got your time. I got your attention. That means the world to me. If you guys want to come on, just reach out to me, man. I'll be happy to bring you guys on. And I think next week, by the way, it reminds me, I will have a call-in show. I will announce it. So make sure you activate the notification bell. If I'm making a post or whatever, I will announce it next week. I will have a call-in show again next week. I think it most likely will be Thursday or so. I have to check my schedule, but I will announce it. Lonely Top. I want to see. Okay, so guys, look. Thank you guys for being here, Billy Mac, Alexandria. I'll get to as many of you, and shout out to the new super chat. Thank you so much, man, for the donation. Oh my god, it means the world to me, bro. You guys appreciate this channel, man. You guys support this channel. I appreciate you so much. Helping you out, bro. From the Dominican Republic. Hopefully we can see Balde play. I think Balde is back for the game against PSG, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think Balde is still out. He might be back next week, actually. I have to see. But, brother, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you. Barca Reacts says W super chat. Guys, go subscribe to Barca Reacts as well. Okay, so it says John Williams says Barca Volume. I used to enjoy your podcast with your Buga Luis, but I no longer see you doing podcasts with him. What happened? Okay, so look, nothing happened. We still talk. We still comment on each other sometimes. I will bring him back on if you guys like that. If you guys like that collaboration, I can bring it back. I just have to see what his day is looking like. Cause last time I talked to him, he was a little busy, and I kind of just left it alone. Cause I asked him to come on for a second time, and he was a little busy during that week. But I will try to bring him back though. But I do appreciate you guys mentioning it. But guys, it's time that we get into the meats and potatoes of this game against Getafe, guys. As always, right? Getafe is not going to make it easy for you, for us, Barcelona. It's gonna be at 7 p.m. My time, it's gonna be 12 p.m. I have a 7-hour difference between Barcelona and the Johan Cruyff Stadium, which is when it's gonna take place. That's the location for this game, and I actually think it's not gonna be as difficult as it was last game that we played against them. It's not the typical Bordalás game where he made it really complicated. Even though defensively this team is very good. I mean, Pepe Bordalás is an incredible manager. I have a lot of respect for him. I think his project took a hit this season. They had to get rid of some players. Their best defensive player, Drente, I can't remember what his name is. They got their best offensive player as well. They had to let him go because of so many things that are happening on La Liga. I did talk about this already. I made a video on this, and I said, La Liga is really hurting business. It's really hurting these teams. And I think Getafe is it's one of the teams that got in the worst end of it because they had to get rid of so many good players just to be able to register what they already had. But in terms of lineups, let's talk a little bit about the lineups because we're going to have John Garcia, of course. Jules Koundé has to start in this game. It looks like the Foot Mob is suggesting that we're going back to Eric Garcia and Christensen at the back. I will be surprised. I do expect Hansi Flick to show some rotations in this game off the bat because we literally played 48 hours ago. And don't get me started again. Again, guys, come on. Real Madrid will be complaining about this. We would have heard it already. Like, Real Madrid would have complained about this already. Like, I can just tell. Barcelona hasn't said a word. And that's why I'm a Barcelona fan, because we're not complaining about stuff like this. We're just play, but that's just how it is. Sometimes the schedule is like this. And look, I will be okay with Eric. I know Kubarsi, right? He got injured. He picked up a knock. Excuse me. It's not really an injury. It's just that he picked up a knock, so he won't be available for this game, and that's really unfortunate because Kubarsi was one of the players that I was looking into, really starting to reinsert himself into the starting lineup every game in and game out, and we haven't really seen it. Especially now that he has this injury, I don't really love it. But good thing for Christensen because now Christensen gets an opportunity. I think it's totally okay to start Christensen and Eric. I do agree. I see Araujo getting a rest. I think this game was extremely physical. Resting both CBs is very good. It's very good for us because that game was as physical as a game has ever been for us. And oh my gosh. That was a crazy game. So it's good to kind of rest as many players as we can from that starting lineup. Now, if we talk in terms of Gerard Martin, I think Gerard Martin, when I was in the post-game show, I was a little critical of Gerard Martin because that's the only side where we were getting attacked. But looking back, preparing for my Tactical Tuesday, he played much better. He was very underrated in this game. Gerard Martin wasn't dribbled past once. He was dribbled past. He wasn't. He was. They got past him a couple times, but he was never past dribble. He played incredibly great, and I think he was better than I actually made it out to seem. I think I gave him a 7.8. No, 7.6. I gave him. He's more of an 8 out of 10 from last performance. So I'm definitely starting Gerard Martin in this game. He should. This is the typical Gerard Martin where he can be really, really good in this game. Now, I wish we can rest Pedri, and I'll be honest. I think both. I think both of them. When it comes to Frankie De Jong and Pedri, I think they both played incredible. They had an amazing. I think they had an amazing tandem. They bounced off each other extremely well in the last game. But I also thought they were incredibly tired at the end of the game. And in a few moments, I saw Pedri that was really tired, maybe like in the 80th, 78th, 80th minute. And I think that was not a good sign. I did like that Frankie de Jong looked like he was tired a little bit, but he was had a little bit more juice than Pedri at the end. So if we can rest Pedri, I'm so sad that we don't have Gavi back, because this will be the typical Gavi game, Gavi Casado combination here. I do like the fact that Casado is the one who may be getting the start. I think that he very well deserves the start against Getafe. One thing I will say though, I will probably play Pedri. But I will really try to rest him in the second half as much as possible. Rest him in the second half of Pedri. I think he was incredibly gassed. I think this is a bounce back game by Dani Olmo. I think Dani Olmo will have a good game. I do expect Dani Olmo to start in this game. Fermin Lopez, I think it's not that he was playing so bad. I just don't think he was getting the best out of his matchup. I think the physical was just he looked very small against those Twin Towers, and then he was getting bodied up one-on-one all game, and Fermin Lopez just couldn't find his rhythm in the last game. So I do expect him to get rested as well. He do look tired. I think we need to start rotating some players, and I think the perfect rotation will be start Dani Olmo against Getafe. I think it sets up perfectly. They're going to play with an extremely low block, and against the low block, that's the Olmo type of game. So this is the perfect game for him to start. As far as on that left wing, we need to keep the hot hand. We got to have a Rashford there. We got to have him there because he had two incredible goals last game. So we need to keep that confidence going. Keep that confidence going. Keep doing that. And hopefully he'll find his way against Getafe. Now, it's not an easy matchup because he likes to play in space. And he's going up against a low block. Crazy assignments like Bordalas likes to play. I think Rashford may struggle in this one because of that. But now I do like the fact that we are starting Rashford too. When it comes to Raphinha though, I did not like Raphinha off the right. I don't know if it's because of familiarity things. Because Raphinha, dude, he used to be very good on his natural side, which is the right side. But after playing so good on the left last season, he does seem out of rhythm on the right for whatever reason. So that's my only thing. I would probably try to see if I can. Rashford, it's a player that can play on the right too. So I wouldn't mind having Raphinha on the left and having Rashford on the right too, because Rashford can play on the right just as good. So I may try that as well. But I do like the Raphinha Rashford. But in this game, in the second half, if we're struggling, I want to rest Rashford and bring in Rooney Bargy for this game too. I want those technical abilities against the low block as well. Now, as far as the striker, look, I'll be honest. I want Lewandowski to start because, look, man, when it's a low block, I think there's less space, and I think Lewandowski can give us those finishes that sometimes it's frustrating for Ferran. And I think it's a game where we can capitalize, and maybe like if let's say that Lewandowski bagged a goal, and then Dani Olmo bagged another goal. It's 2-0 in the first half. Okay, at that point, let's rest Lewandowski and bring in Ferran Torres at that point where the game is pretty much in the bag, right? But right now, I do want to start Lewandowski, but I'm not gonna be tripping if Ferran Torres gets the start. But I do want to see Lewandowski to start. To be honest, Rashi said in that interview he feels his best spot is on the left. No, yeah, no, that's his natural spot. But that banger was playing on the right at that moment. He was in the he got the recovery high up right in the middle, and he moved to the right and banged that in. So he's very comfortable playing on both sides of the ball. So on both sides of the field, Fermin and Rashford should definitely start. From there, long shots and Lewa as a big man. That's a good point on Fermin. I do expect Fermin to be rotated. I'm not saying he's gonna be benched, but I'm saying a rotation. I'm expecting Dani Olmo to start this game. I feel like this is Dani Olmo game. This is definitely Dani Olmo and Dani Olmo to start. If Dani Olmo is still on whatever the hell he is, not playing good and missing chances, I'm definitely bringing Fermin Lopez in the second half to start the second half on a short leash. Rashford is here. Rashford is here. What a goal! Yeah, I know, dude. I know. But yeah, let me get to the chat. I will talk about I will talk about some strengths and weaknesses. We're gonna get to the end of it. But I do want to talk about some strengths and weaknesses before I go with you guys and kind of see that matchup. But before I do that, look, I just want to say this. As far as Bordalas, right? He's gonna have Soria. He's gonna have Kiko on the right. Jene, Duarte, Adhar, Rico. So this is a back line of 5 defenders. What does that tell you? What does that tell you about what they're going to do against Barcelona? They think they know how to play Barca. They think they know how to make games complicated. As soon as the whistle blows, it's a race to the 90th minute trying to defend Barcelona, and they will try their best. And we just know that's coming, right? We just know that's coming. So we're looking for Rashford taking some shots outside the box. Fermin, if he starts, take some shots outside the box. Olmo, take some shots outside the box. Raphinha, take some shots outside the box. That's just how we're going to get it done, bro. We need to just be relentless. In the midfield, they're going to have Mila, Martin, Arambarri, Morral, and Liso. I mean, they are missing some players. I just don't think they will have the better defensive assignments they normally do, as they like to do usually, because their team is not 100%. Yeah, let me get to the chat. But guys, please like this stream, man. We're getting to the end of it. I got 60 people right now and 34 likes, man. Get me to 50 likes at least before the end of the show. Get me to 50 likes. Thank you for subscribing, whoever did that. 602, man. Let's go. But guys, help me to get to 50 likes right now. That would really help me out. It would go a long way. Joan Garcia is definitely not stopping that. I don't get why you're saying that, bro. Like, he literally went off his sense. Go look at the goal. And come back and tell me that Joan Garcia can stop that shot. Barca volume. I'm a bit concerned about them going undefeated. Hopefully they will drop points, bro. Look, you know how long this La Liga has been going on, and there has not been a perfect season, bro. And there has not been a perfect season for a reason. I guess the real concern here is not them going undefeated. It's just them not dropping so many points. Because look, what if I tell you you have $100? No, I'll just say I'll give you $1,000 for free. But those $1,000 you have to bet on Real Madrid to go undefeated, or you take the field. When you take the field means any team can beat Real Madrid and you win. Let's say you bet $1,000 on Real Madrid to win $1 million. To win $1 million, what would you bet on? Would you bet on Real Madrid? Would you bet the $1,000 to bet on Real Madrid to go undefeated, or would you bet on Real Madrid against the field? So that means any team in La Liga can beat them. So I am sure that you will take Real Madrid to win $1 million to lose up against any team in La Liga. That is just how difficult it is to go undefeated in a whole La Liga race, because it's a crazy marathon. And no, we're going undefeated in La Liga is basically the same as saying you're gonna sprint a marathon. You cannot sprint a marathon, bro. You cannot sprint a marathon. You cannot go undefeated. That's never gonna happen, bro. There's so many crazy things have to happen for you to go undefeated, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's see. W guy. El Salvador flag, man. El Salvador, man. I love my country so much, man. W de la Cruz, exactly, man. Exactly. Billy Mack. A collaboration with you and Papillon would be incredibly. I asked him, and he would collab with you, and he said yes, definitely. Well, yeah. I mean, he said that he will. I do have his. Contact information, though. I have his WhatsApp. I talked to him. He talked back to me. I think I just need to push him a little bit more, because I've asked him, and he says yes. I'll let you know when I'm available, and he didn't let me know when he's available. I will work really hard for you guys on this collaboration, and I will make it happen. I promise. I will make it happen. Hopefully, I'll try for next week. Getafe just registered Neom. Oh wow, they did. I'm gonna look at the news in just a second. They did just register him. Wow, that's crazy, man. Pedri bench. Okay, so Pedri bench Pedri and De Jong. Bring them in the second half if needed. Just my opinion. Just gotta rest our players. And let's see. It says Pedri bench, or is he gonna play another 90 minutes? No, I think he definitely has to take some rest. He gotta take some rest. Let me look at Barca times. This is a source that I really rely on, and let me see if there's something about this guy who just got ready. I don't think there is. See, it looks like our referee is gonna be Ricardo Burgos Boycochea, who last time people say he was a Madrid fan, said he was a Barcelona fan, and he refereeing on Barca wasn't good. It just wasn't, dude. So what did Hansi Flick say on the press conference? Let's take a look at it. Ballon d'Or, which is on Monday. I don't know. I think one day we will see Lamine Yamal win the award. We will. We will attend the ceremony out of respect, because what is this? Is this a shot at Real Madrid? Out of respect, because we are nominated. And we will see what happens. Any player who wins the award deserves it. I want to enjoy the ceremony and show respect. Oh my goodness, guys. My coach. That's my coach. That's my coach. Nomination for the award and the winners. Oh, burn. Dude. Is that not a shot at Real Madrid? Is that not a shot at Real Madrid, guys? Come on. Is that not a shot at Real Madrid? That I didn't know that. I didn't read this before. Like I said, I didn't prepare for this show. It's very, very unscripted. So I didn't know about this. That's a shot at Real Madrid, bro. Damn, even Flea got Madrid on his mind. Bro, I mean, it's not that. Dude, that's a shot, bro. That is a shot, dude. You'd probably get that Poppy collab if it's a Madrid hate watch. All right, so let's see. Flick. Simeone outburst at Anfield. Sometimes these things happen to me, but for me, I focus more on the match and my team. However, it's not a problem to hear such an insults from the crowd. In the end, everyone is different, and I won't talk about what happened without, probably he said, without him knowing. What happened with Simeone, because it's about his feelings, and I understand that, but it varies from one person to another. All right, let's see if he said anything interesting about. Do you think what happened in the Rayo Vallecano match was a turning point? And then let's see what Flick said. In football, everything changes quickly. We have to stay focused in every match, and it's important that we do our job, giving everything giving everything for the team, and showing the best for it. You know, one thing I did forget, guys, and excuse me, I do want to see the head-to-heads between Barcelona and Getafe before I move on to that. I did wanted to see that because this is important for me, especially when I'm doing my predictions. And I will give you guys my predictions in very, very, very soon. Let's see so we have won 21 times. We have they have only won 2 times, and we have 7 draws. So 7 draws is a lot, and especially in the last couple of years, right? Look, the last time we played them was in January, and what happened, bro? What happened in January? 1-1, bro. It was so ridiculous. I still remember that match like it was yesterday. I couldn't believe that team, and they play horrific football, bro. Horrific football. But the season before that, no, before that we beat them 1-0 only. So look, we haven't beat them convincingly since 2014. The 1-0 and then 1-1. So they know how to play Barca very, very good. They are a very tight team. But let's just take a look. I mean, look, there's a draw. Look, in 2023, 0-0 and a 0-0, dude. In 2023, what the hell? In 2023 as well, 1-0. In 2022, 0-0, dude. Come on, man. Come on. That's not a good sign at all, bro. Like, it's so ridiculous, man. But let's take a look at Getafe, though. I want to look at them. The last 5 games, right? They actually, the last 4 games in La Liga, they actually beat... Wait. Let's see. Holy smokes. They beat Celta de Vigo, bro. They beat Celta de Vigo. And they beat Sevilla 2-1. And they beat Real Oviedo. 2-0. Oh my God, dude. They lost 3-0 to Valencia, though. That was a bad loss. I thought they lost 4-0 to somebody. Who did they lose 4-0 to? Oh my God, dude. Are you kidding me? They are number 7th in the table, dude. Like I said, man, I'm very surprised, guys. I didn't prepare for this show. I was gonna do it unscripted. I was gonna do it with you guys we're doing it together. I'm gonna be honest. I had no idea Getafe was in 7th place. I thought they had been playing horrible, but no. They've only let's see. They have a +2 goal differential, which is not good. But look, they have 4 games. They have 4 games and they have 3 victories, 9 points and 1 loss. They've only lost to Valencia, though. That's not a good sign for them in matchup wise. I'll give you that. But guys, Getafe is better than I thought. Getafe is much better than I thought, man. Look, for example, right? Today, Real Madrid played against Espanyol, and they were 2nd in the table. So that was not an easy one on paper. But they're 7th with 3 victories and 1 loss, huh? 2-0 to Celta, 2-1 to Sevilla, and 2-0 to Real Oviedo, and they lost 3-0 to Valencia. Wow. I'm actually very surprised. And they will make this game very difficult. I don't expect them to get their way with the attack. But I guess, you know what? I guess they are a little better than I thought. Let's see, percentage-wise. Barcelona has 75% chance of victory, 14% chance of drawing, and 11% chance only for Getafe, according to Play Foot My Predict. Let's see. Our top scorers, Raphinha has 3 goals, and Liso has also 3 goals. Expected goals, Raphinha has more. Raphinha has 1 assist. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, this is a little better than I thought, actually, now that I look at it. Like I said, you guys are getting my raw reaction from this preview because I didn't prepare for it. Because, dude, 48 hours before, I wanted to talk about the Ballon d'Or as well. By the way, guys, if you haven't seen my video about the Ballon d'Or, go watch it after the stream or after you go hang out with Barca Reacts a little bit too. I would appreciate if you guys go watch it and support that video as well. And guys, please like the stream. I'm 10 likes away from 50 likes, and I will end the stream soon, and I appreciate it. You see, the referee is too timid, emotionally and easily swayed. The Copa del Rey final match performance by him was atrociously bad, and I cannot trust him to be strong and firm. Yeah, I understand that. I don't think Flick has Madrid on his mind. to make a personal blow at them. It's just a common fucking sense. Yeah, I know. That was a blow. That was a big blow at Madrid. I love it, dude. I'm here for it. I'm here for it so much, dude. Okay, I'm gonna try for the show. Okay, so I'm going. So am I gone? Ty for the show. We will win tomorrow. Trust good. Trust tomorrow. Trust God. Trust. Good night. Okay, so I guess you're leaving. No problem. Good night, bro. Sorry if I have a reading issues. It's not a football ceremony. It's a journalist award. You're not totally wrong. It is a ceremony, but journalists have the votes. So two things can be true. At home too. See, the fact that we're playing at home makes me more comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Espanyol was undefeated in 9 games till they play Madrid. No, they lost to Valencia, brother. They lost to Valencia, right? What do you mean when they until they play Madrid? So I mean Getafe has been doing good, but they lost important players. I'm part of that 11%. Man. They got 11% chance of winning. You're part of that 11%. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. To be honest, La Liga referee this far have been okay. They haven't shown serious cases of bias lately. They are becoming fair and firm. Yeah, that's a fair take. We keep getting those 4 refs over and over and over. Why? How many refs are in La Liga? I mean, there's many refs. I don't know why it's always Boycochea. It's always Hernandez, right? It's always like, man, dude. How many refs do you guys have? Like, can you guys we get somebody new, somebody that probably don't even know? So we're supposed to show for the ceremony that disrespected one of our players. Doesn't make any sense. So look. You're saying this as in regards to Vinicius Jr., right? Vinicius Jr. They posted a picture of him on that website, or I don't know if it was a website or on air. I can't remember. Okay, that maybe you have a point, but you guys had a boycotting it before that came out. So you can't say it's because of that, and after that happened, you can just point to that and say it's because of that. No, the whole Vinicius thing that was even from last year when you guys didn't get didn't get the Ballon d'Or. You guys said we're not going because we're not winning the Ballon d'Or. So that was very crybaby, to be honest. It's a must win game. Yes, it is a must win game. He's talking about Espanyol. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm a little bit worried though because we don't have Lamine. Yeah, I mean, Lamine Yamal will be back against PSG. I expect him to start. It's better, though. If it's not 100%, it's better that we don't rush him back. And against Getafe, we could have used him. But, dude, we are stacked, too. We have an incredible team, and I trust the players. And I think we can do a really good job against Getafe for sure. Espanyol was undefeated, not Getafe. Oh, okay. You meant Espanyol was undefeated before we played them. Espanyol was playing incredible. They were second place. And actually, that was good for us because now we moved to second place. And now we're in second place right now. So that's always a good thing. Omar says, YE, can you beat Chelsea? Look, Kevin. Can Chelsea beat us? Because that's really the question here. Because, look, they couldn't beat Bayern Munich, which is a tough game they had. They couldn't beat Manchester United, who's not even playing great right now. And they couldn't beat them. So they're underachieving this season. Right after the World Cup, they have taken a dip right now. And my real question here will be, can Chelsea beat Barca? Even at home. I don't care if they're at home or not. They're going to play us punch for punch. They're not going to do the typical thing that Newcastle did against Barca, where they're sitting back, absorbing that possession ball, off the ball, right? Letting Barcelona take care of the field. The high pressing was insane in the beginning of the game. Chelsea is not going to do that. Chelsea is going to get the ball. They want to attack, play punch for punch. And this is what Barcelona likes. Barcelona likes teams that can play them open, not close, blow block like that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, can Chelsea beat Barca? That's really, Kevin, what you should be asking right now. Can Chelsea beat Barcelona? because look, their offense looks off. They against Bayern, they look out of source, out of sync, out of air. There's nothing about Chelsea right now. I feel Caicedo is going to body up and matches up really good against Pedri, but we have Frankie as well. And we only just have Frankie, then we have other players as well that can do really good. But the real question here is how good can Chelsea match up against Barca, playing them punch for punch. The matchup fits right into the hands of Barcelona because they want to attack. We like teams that want to attack us. Look at what happened to Real Madrid. They came out attacking, hitting all cylinders. Mbappe had a couple chances to score the very first El Clasico, and bang, 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 bang. It was 4-0, 4-1, and like it was 3-1, 4-1 in the first half. So that's exactly what I mean. Like it's really dangerous when you're really trying to play Barcelona punch for punch. It's just the way I see it. But we'll have to see, man. Hey, what's up, Dali? Dali's in the house. Guys, go subscribe to Dali if you're looking for Real Madrid. As much as we argue on the chats, I do appreciate his takes. He's very knowledgeable. I always appreciate you guys. If you're looking for good criticism, football, he criticizes his teams. He's very, very objective, as can be, right? So if you guys looking for Real Madrid content, Dali is the guy. Yeah. So you think Bernal will play? So I think Bernal may play in the second half. I'm not expecting Bernal to start. I think it's to throw him into that fire right now will be crazy. We can't do that. We can't. I mean, that's just what I would do. I think we just like we did last game against Valencia. It's a good game for Marc Bernal in the second half. It's a good game for Fermin Lopez or Dani Olmo in the second half. It's a good game as well for Rooney Bargi to come in the second half as well. So that's always a good thing. Do you think? Let's see what else is going on. Richard, man, what's up, brother? Apparently, both Real Madrid and Espanyol fans were chanting against us today. Both Madrid and Espanyol were chanting against us today. Really? I mean, why would they be thinking about Barcelona when they have a game playing? I don't understand. I don't know if that's true or not. But that's weird. Chelsea are only good when they're underdogs, in which they are against Barca. Well, are they underdogs? Because they're playing at Stamford Bridge. I'm not sure if they're underdogs or not. Is that a fact? Or do you think they're underdogs? Because I think it's not going to be an easy matchup, but I just don't think the real question is can Barca beat Chelsea? I think it's the other way around. I think we're in much better form than Chelsea right now. So that's just what I will say. Chelsea lost a mediocre Manchester United team today. Yeah, there's some context to go with that too, though. I'm not just going to bash on Chelsea, right, and undersell them. They did get a horrific red card in the first half, totally a red card, but it's a boneheaded mistake by the goalkeeper. Dude, two things can happen on that play if you guys watch that game. The guy goes clear of you and scores the goal, or you hit him or try to hit him, and he still gets around you, and you get a red card. Anyways, he can get the goal and get the red card. So that's my point. So that was a horrible play by Chelsea goalkeeper, to be honest, because it's a lose-lose situation. Because you either has to go, you got to let him score. You just have to let him score, because you're better off coming back in that game in the first 5 minutes with 1-0 than you are with one man down. And that was horrific tackle like that. I saw an angle replay, right? When they showed the goal, they showed the manager. And, dude, the manager, as soon as he saw it, he just, like, literally turned around and just went like this. He went like this because he didn't even have to see the ref giving him that red, because it was a stupid play, bro. It was a stupid play. So, I mean, it did condition the game. Big up Football Carnage, bro. Let me see. I thought I saw you. I thought I saw you here too. Is Football Carnage too? I want to give him a shout out. Yeah, Football Carnage. Come on, Getafe, he says. Yeah, no, dude. Getafe, to my surprise, because we played a game 48 hours ago, and now we're preparing for this game, right? So I couldn't make my usual preview. I didn't prepare, so I just jumped on live, and I'm doing this preview show as I'm live, and I'm surprised that Getafe, dude, they won 3 games and only lost to Valencia, and they much better than I expected. So I right now I'm not worried, but I'm just don't like the fact that they already won 3 games. They beat Celta, and I don't like that. I expected them to be a little bit worse, and they're seventh place, 3 victories, 1 loss, and that's not good. That's not good for us. Especially it's a team that knows how to play us, and that's the thing. That's the problem. But as I was saying about Chelsea, though, let's put that into perspective. They did get a red card, so that conditions the rest of the game. And then you start the game losing 2-0, and that wasn't good. Then Casemiro, if you Real Madrid fans are still here, Casemiro thought he was still playing for Real Madrid. He goes around that player and gets a second yellow. He already had a yellow. And he thinks he's still playing for Real Madrid, where you can just body up someone around him and just kind of tackle him. That's basically what Caicedo did in the Champions League, where that was a penalty, right? The penalty on Bayern Munich. It's where you're trying to wrap around the player, and that player are just going to fall, dude. They're too smart. And he got the second yellow. That was a stupid one, too. And at the end of the day, it was 2-1. But the real question here, make no mistake about it, is it's not can Barca beat Chelsea. The real question is, can Chelsea beat Barcelona? Can Chelsea beat Barcelona? It's really what I'm saying right now. Say Barca should be the favorites with no Palmer. But why wouldn't Palmer play? Didn't he play today? I saw him playing. Did he get injured or something? Why would Palmer not play in this game? You gotta elaborate with me on that, Dali, if you will, please, because I had no idea. If is he out or not? But yeah, no, I just don't understand why he wouldn't play. I guess that's what I will say. Let's see. Chabola is a liability for Chelsea. Yeah, for as much money as they spent, why not just get a good goalkeeper? I don't understand it, dude. Chelsea went a man down 5 minutes in against Manchester United, by the way. So did you watch the game? Because Casemiro got sent off in the first half as well. So it was literally 10-on-10 for the second half, if I'm not mistaken. Yamal will cook and watch. Yeah, I hope so. I do hope so. I hope that he can cook them. Let's see what you guys are saying, though. I appreciate it, mate. Like the stream chat. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm getting to the end of the show, by the way. I'm going to redirect you to my man Barca React, so don't go anywhere. Let me address the chat, and then we'll go and see what my man Barca React Jonas is cooking for us after this show. Yeah, Real Madrid has but Real Madrid has had a bad defense. That will not happen this season. Carrera, you're talking about last season. Carreras will lock up Yamal. Mbappe like scoring against Barca, and now we have a good defense. Yeah, you do have a good defense. That is something to be worried about as far as Barcelona. But look, with Barcelona, I'm not worried about your defense. With Barcelona, I'm worried about my defense, because we have the attack. We have the number one. We are the number one offense in the league with one less game. Look at the point differential. We have a +10 differential. Real Madrid has a +8 differential, and Real Madrid has one more game than Barca. So we're coming into this Clásico. Most likely, we're coming into this Clásico with a much better offense. So I'm not worried about your defense. I'm worried about my defense, specifically being one of the worst defenses in the league with the most chances allowed. That's not a good sign heading into a Clásico. So I'm glad things are starting to level up, and Barcelona is kind of trending in the right direction. Right direction there. Can't stand Madrid fans. Yeah, I mean, it's they say the same thing about us, That's what I would say. I would say to that. Yeah. So let's see what else you guys are saying, though. Real Madrid and Espanyol fans were chanting. Oh wow, we're chanting "Puta Barça" according to reports. Oh my God. I think. Okay, so Sam was in the stadium watching this game. So I'm starting to get suspicious now. Did Sam ignited some troops at the Santiago Bernabeu to start chanting Puta Barça? Did he do that? And not only that, but did Matrix tell Sam to do that? Did Matrix tell Sam to do that? Somebody please tell me. Because I think Sam has something to do with this. This sounds a lot like Matrix. This sounds a lot like Matrix. I'm starting to wonder if Sam has something to do with this. Dali is chiming in. Sam leading the chants for sure. See, I think Matrix told him though. I think we need to blame Matrix for this. If this is true, dude, I'm definitely, dude. I know who did it. I'm DMing somebody after the show. I know who did it. I know who did it. I'm a little bit of a detective. If you guys don't know, I love law. I went to I didn't went to law school. I didn't finish my degree, but I did went to like community justice. I loved all this stuff. So I'm a little bit of a detective, and I think Sam had something to do with this. Sam had something to do with this. I did not know before I jumped onto this show that this chance happened, and Puta Barça sounds like Matrix. And Matrix told Sam to do this 100%. 100%. So I'm calling them out. I gotta report this. I'm going to report this. Absolutely awful. Manchester United were in control of that game entire first half. Yeah, I mean, I expected a great game, and it was. It was a nice rainy game, by the way. I love me some rainy games. I don't know what it is, but I just love some rainy games. Yeah, let's smash the likes, guys. I'm trying to get to 50 likes. I got 46, man. You guys can't get me 4 likes. Get me 4 likes. I'm trying to get to 50 before the end of the show, and I will redirect you guys very, very, very soon. Yeah, wouldn't apply for Madrid too. Yeah, you got okay. I show delusion. Oh my God, you guys are incredible, man. He collected the ball first. It's not okay. Good, come on. Are you talking about the goalkeeper? Is that what you're talking about, Omar? Dude, Omar, listen, bro, listen, Linda, listen. The manager turned around and shake his head. Why do you think he did that before he even saw what the referee was going to do to the goalkeeper? So don't tell me that's not a red. If his own manager, their own Chelsea manager, is turning around shaking his head because he's literally calling his player out for something really stupid like that. So that's all I'm going to say. Let's see what Football Carnage has to say. It was 1,000% Sam leading those chants, laughing my ass off. I'm asking on Dude, I got some contacts. I got some contacts at Barcelona, and I will report the person who did this. I'm sorry, Sam. But I think I have to turn you in. I don't like this. I don't like this chance, by the way. Yeah. So something's got to happen. You know, it's okay to do what you do, but life, just like in life, actions have repercussions. Action have repercussions. That's all I'm gonna say. Action has repercussions. So you consider yourself warned. You may not want to come back to Spain. So I'm just letting you know. If they play open tomorrow, we will book them. But I'm worried about what they play Kung Fu against us as usual. No, they will definitely play as Kung Fu football, 1,000%. 1,000%. Oh my God, Carnage! Yeah, this cracks me up, man. This is the good thing about having a platform like this where we can all laugh and make fun and make jokes. What's up, Warrior? Yo, Viper. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean tomorrow I'm totally expecting Barcelona to take care of business. I haven't given my official prediction, and here goes. Okay, I think Getafe will be extremely difficult. They will play us the same way they played us. The last 5 games, okay? The last 5 games between Barcelona and Getafe, okay? It's not good for us. We had a draw. Let's take a look at it right now. Back on the screen. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to speculate. So look, the last 5 games, right? Barcelona. Let's see. Here it is. Head to head, right? The last 5 games. All right. So Barcelona in January, it was 1-1 in the midst of La Liga battle between Barcelona and Real Madrid, and it was a draw. And it was a dreadful draw because we needed this win at that time. And look, after that, in September 25th, we played him exactly a year ago, basically. And it was just a 1-0 game. So that means that Getafe, back-to-back, when Barcelona and their HANSI fleet scoring so many goals left and right, even up against Real Madrid, Getafe still held their own. Only allowed 2 goals in the last 2 games against Barcelona. That has to be concerning, and that speaks to the volumes of Bordalas and how he knows to play Barca every single time. So look into this game. Even after Barcelona was clicking in all cylinders, they made life hell in the last 2 games. Before that, though, we did beat them 4-0. So I do expect a little bit of that game. We played in February 2024 when we beat them 4-0. I do expect the same thing. And actually, I wrote my prediction for this game. And let me just make sure I don't contradict myself. And I have Barcelona 3, Getafe 0. It is what it is. If Madrid fans want to have their hopes up, they have some things to look for to say, I'm putting my hopes up on this or that and things like that. So Dali says, run it back, give me a draw. Dude, wishful thinking. What? Okay, so 3-1 Barca. Okay, so I got 3-0. You got 3-1. That may just be correct. It may just be correct. Le apuesta la tapa ofa. Okay, hope I'm wrong, he says. Okay, yeah, thank you for giving us your prediction, Dali. I appreciate you guys stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Let's see, Waria Cooler, what are you saying, bro? W. Sam says Kevin Garcia as well. Sam and Matrix plotted something. Yeah, dude, after the show, I know where to go. Let's just say that. I mean, Espanyol fans are so mad because we got Garcia. Yeah. Espanyol used to be called Real Espanyol. Enough said, traitors. I think you're right. Sam had something to do with it. Dude, and if he didn't, he deserves it. Because he's a lucky bastard. Look, all jokes aside, how lucky is Sam to enjoy his team at the Bernabeu tonight and watch those bangers from Mbappe and a banger from Militao. That was great, bro. That was great. Matrix was the culprit. I think Sam did it, but Matrix is at the bottom of it. So if police ask me, that's what I will say. I would say don't look at who did it, look at who started it. And I think I want Matrix at the bottom of this for sure. Barca fans like it up, yeah. Please like this stream, guys. Like this stream. By the way, guys, Jonah has a great show going on right now, and I will redirect you just very soon. I just want to say hi to everyone who stopped by. Richard, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Biscal Barca, dude, we're winning this game, guys. We are winning this game. I don't care how we're doing it. It may not be pretty. It may be 2-0. It may be 3-0. But after the game, Real Madrid put the most pressure on. They got 15 points. Barcelona sitting just below, 5 points below with just 10 points. Now Barcelona needs to be at 13 points to put that pressure back and leave that difference only at 2 points. Unfortunately, we drew at Rayo Vallecano. Prediction for Getafe is 1-0 Getafe. No, bro. Don't say that, man. Guys, you can't say that. Yeah, so let's see. Omar, I think it's going to be a 2-1. Capita GOAT World Cup trophy. Do you think that do you get the prediction right on the Madrid game? I did not. My prediction for the Real Madrid game was 3-1. I thought somehow, some way, Espanyol had a good matchup against Real Madrid. They have been playing good. I thought they were gonna get a goal. No, I was far off. I should have predicted a 3-0. This game should have been 3-0, but I actually predicted a 3-1. So I think I may be losing my number one spot so far in the table. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. A draw would be a loss of points for Barcelona. Let's go, Getafe stand. They deserve everything they got coming, dude. All these words, all these nicknames, they deserve it. But yeah, man, guys, didn't know. Ignore the rest. Wardia, your Instagram reels are so funny. I enjoy that. Dude, I may have to follow Wardia on Instagram then, cause I don't have him. I don't have him on Instagram. Let's see. Would you go for? Let's see. Would you ever go to the Camp Nou and make a blog and match reaction outside the stadium? Yeah, so I live in America, and right now I'm not gonna go into details about my personal life, but I cannot go physically to Barcelona. But I'm hoping that in the next couple of years I will have everything in line so that I can travel to Barcelona from America. I'm still going through this process that I don't want to get into, but maybe in a couple years I will be able to do that for sure. Until we play a Clásico, Madrid fans enjoy to be on top. Yeah, exactly. Until a Clásico, right? We're gonna get them back. Yeah, guys. Look, man. Guys, this has been a great show. I loved it, dude. I mean, this has been great. This has been really great. Let's see. But guys, don't go anywhere just yet because let me see. I got something else here. Hold on. Let's see. I am okay. So this is the pregame customization. Yeah, guys, please please go to Barca Reacts and say volume Ray, please. Said volume rate. I will redirect you to him. Barcelona will take care of business. Let's go, man. Barcelona gets this W 100%, and Barcelona will be second in La Liga, just 2 points away from Real Madrid. Guys, everyone who's still here, guys, after the game, as I always do, I will have a post-game show after the game tomorrow at 2 p.m. right after the final whistle blows. I am right here with you guys, but until then, have a great weekend, and Visca el Barça.